Hello guys, here we are. As you know, I've done 2 live broadcasts before. I know I'm talking to myself at the moment. Hope everyone is well. If you watch this when we are not live, got to go off to, I was going to go to the Botanical Gardens for you, but I cannot because it closes at 4. As you know, it gets dark just after 4 these days. So we have the gimbal Prism live broadcast. Hopefully 1 or 2 of you will watch this. This is my 3rd live broadcast. I'm basically just testing this out. It's a test run to see how we will get on filming live, and are there any bad areas we cannot film in. Hello, my one viewer. So I'm almost at 5 Ways Roundabout in Birmingham. It's cool, just after 3, but it's okay for filming. Got to go after the doctors to give them my new phone number, and also an appointment. Trying to phone doctors these days, as you know, if you live in England, is almost impossible. So I thought it would be quicker to take a 20-minute walk over there, do a 3rd live broadcast. I did a nice video at the German Christmas market last night, 30 minutes, no talking, just walking. It's had a few views, 60 or 70, so I don't think anyone is probably that interested now in the German market, though it's on for another, or to the 23rd of December. My one viewer's gone, so they thought, who the hell's this? How boring. You know, I like live broadcasting. I've got the, it's a Simco microphone. Lost the dead cat, but there isn't any wind, which is unusual. So if anyone does come in, you could be courteous enough to let me know about the sound and picture quality. Last time, well, my first 2 live broadcasts just switched over to 3 from O2. They were useless, pay as you go, but it's a 30-day contract and it's pretty good. It's £15. They give you a bonus, 25 gigabytes, unlimited text and phone calls for 30 days, no contract, £15. Unbelievable. But I'm thinking, if the live broadcasts work out, they do have a 2-year contract, which I don't need a contract. I use my phone to film and photography. It's an iPhone 13 Pro. I live on my own. I sort of an isolated life, really, so I don't really have anyone. Sorry, I raised my voice. You tend to do that when a vehicle goes past. You think you have to raise your voice. I mean, even the most experienced vloggers do it, and it's not nice. It gets a bit distorted for the viewer. Yeah, so it's £12 a month, would you believe? That's 40 pence a day, 100 gigabytes, live, 3. That's that 2-year contract. That'll be £288, but 40 pence a day, it's no money. So I'm thinking, if the live works out, I will do this for you, if people are interested. As you know, I live in Birmingham now, just over 5 years. Wonderful city, wonderful people. Privileged to live here. Very friendly. Got a rented apartment by the canals, which I adore. And I mean, it gets a bit lonely sometimes, but that's life, isn't it? And the vlogging, the filming, something I've done since, well, not vlogging, since I was 8 years old, involved in the old 16mm projector that weighed half a ton, travelling the country doing film shows. So something I've always had a passion for and keeps me going, my vlogging, even though I know I'm talking to myself now. It's difficult when you live in, I mean, Birmingham's a great city, as you know, but you take New York, London to vlog. Let's take New York, easiest place in the world to vlog. New York is something going on every second of every day, and you can get 1,000 viewers, 1,000 subscribers in minutes, almost. I'm exaggerating, but when you live in, I say it's the second city of England, but when you live in areas that are not major cities, it's very difficult to find things to do. Though I wanted to go to London for you yesterday. I know there's lots of vloggers in London, so it gets very competitive, but I want to do the Covent Garden area, obviously Harrods, Fortnum and Mason, that was the store I was thinking of the other day, and maybe Selfridges, get some really good footage for you. Now, it's very noisy traffic. I don't have a dead cat on my transmitter because the damn thing fell off. I mean, I knew I was going to lose it. It didn't fit very well. It was very shoddy. Now we have, I think it's 73 subscribers. It's taken 16 months. It isn't easy. And after 16 months, we do, I think those first two live German Christmas market in Birmingham got 2,000 views in a week, so that's okay. People say it's not about viewers, but of course it is. I started this video 7 minutes and 40 seconds ago, and I'm talking to myself. I had one person in, and they obviously thought, oh my goodness, and they have gone out. But as I said before, I try to be as professional as possible. I want to show you some interesting areas, and I want to travel around. We went to Manchester. It wasn't live because, as you know, it's my third live video. This is different. Hello, number one viewer. Hope you can hear me and you are receiving a good picture. If it's really bad, the signal, I get a warning, but if it's dropping out just occasionally, I don't until I get home and watch the video. So, Lyburn Road, just outside Birmingham, just past the Five Ways roundabout. I don't know if you guys know this area. No wind at all, that's wonderful. So I'm going to have to get another dead cat for my transmitter, but I've got a huge one. It looks ridiculous, but I think that's all we can do at the moment. Let's get across the road. Nice day for filming, but it's just a trial run, third live video, seeing how good the picture and sound quality is. I watch YouTube a lot, and it does drop off a lot in certain areas, but it most definitely depends on who you are with. I couldn't having the iPhone 13 Pro for 8 months. It was an O2 pay-as-you-go, but it was useless. Never got a signal anywhere, not live, just to do, I don't know, just to watch something. Never got a signal anywhere. But I got this 3 last week, and I thought, well, I'm going to try live. and the picture quality, the first two German Christmas market videos, I mean, it was 99% good. You can watch vloggers in, I mean, it's not their fault in New York, and it drops out maybe 50% of the time. I think if I were filming and you told me the picture quality is awful, I would stop filming live and just go non-live and post it later. Personally, this is a deaf centre here. The people here. Very modern building. Yes, if it's really bad, I would never persevere and subject viewers to it. I would just, because I know London, for example, can be awful apparently. Two vloggers from New York have been to London. They couldn't believe how appalling the picture quality doing live videos. And I think he's called Rob, yes, Walk, Ride, Fly. I mean, it was like dropping out 80% of the time. I wouldn't film like that, to be honest. I would just say, sorry, going to film non-live and post it within 2 hours of filming, so it's almost live. Hello, my one viewer. Is the picture okay? The sound okay? Just a thumbs up, would appreciate it. You know, you watch these, hi there, you watch these vloggers, the popular ones in New York, and they like get 100 viewers in a few seconds. Not for me. There's nothing special there. At the end of the day, it's where you go, make it interesting for people. I tend to watch live videos, non-live, the next day or the day after, but I like the interaction of the people. Hello, number 2 viewer. And living on my own, it's just comforting to have, even though it's maybe a day old, videos where they were filming live and talking to each other like I'm talking to myself now, which I do at home all the time anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. All you got to do when you film live is remember to waffle all the time. I don't need a moderator. We have had spamming at the German Christmas market. My first and second videos could not believe the spamming, but it was just religious spamming, and it wasn't anything awful. But when you become popular, obviously you have a moderator and they can help streamline your channel for you. It's funny when you see people also vlogging live, you think, why do they say hello? But you probably don't see it on camera sometimes. I'm just going to tell you, it's not me saying hello to strangers. They look and they smile, and you know they want you to acknowledge them, so I say hello. Not a crazy man just thinking, oh, I want my viewers to think I'm saying hello to everyone. Really nice here, isn't it? Dull, stop rain, it's only drizzle all day. Don't be shy, 2 viewers. Just give me a thumbs up to let me know you are receiving over there is 5 ways, the signal. And of course I've switched it on to 1080 at the moment. I will leave this up, leave it go through the system. I've seen worse videos. But it is all about content, and it's all about where one lives. So very important. It's nice around here. I wouldn't mind living in one of those flats over there. And we're only 10 minutes walk from where I live. Nice. Although I'm happy where I am. I'm literally by the canals. Just go down some steps and onto the canals. Those houses would be very expensive over there. It is a dull day. as you will notice from the film. Although, you know, living on the front here, this road, it would be horrendous, wouldn't it? I hate traffic noise, I have to be quite honest with you. Noise pollution, not for me. I just hate it. But they also go along the front here, you see. Really nice. I wished I owned my own home because it was always very important to me. And I owned my first, I think I was, 21 when I got married the first time. So if I'd stayed in the southeast, it would probably be worth about 300,000 or 400,000 now. So, and at 45, I would not have had a mortgage and no £940 rent a month to pay, which is 88% of my allowance. But, you know, it's always if, isn't it? And should have done this and that. So I pursued a career of singing and moved to Lincoln. One of the cheapest places at the time to buy a property. I bought a detached bungalow, would you believe, for 27,000. I was 36 years old. And didn't work out because I had an operation within a year and couldn't sing anymore. To this day, I just couldn't talk for 3 years because of a botched operation. So yes, this is the Caris Medical Centre. I changed my doctor from Hockley Medical Centre, which was a complete nightmare. Although it is more or less the same everywhere. It will take 2 weeks to get well, sometimes it can take a week to get through on the phone. And we all have the same problem, 2 weeks to get a call back on the phone. You finally get through and they say, well, if you cannot see a doctor, but we will phone you back in 2 weeks. Difficult times for everyone. I have some interesting buildings around here. I've not been here before. 3 viewers. Hello, number 3 viewer. I'm now famous. That's an interesting building, isn't it? So, they've got at the Botanical Gardens in Birmingham, they have some sort of light show. Starts the end of November, so I would take you there one evening. And as I said, my plan, I lost that viewer almost immediately. Got to do outrageous things on YouTube. Very, very hard. I've worked hard for 16 months. I say as I said, I think it's 370 viewers. It's a slog, but I enjoy it. I love it, so I will continue. I mean, when you think my 3rd live broadcast, you go back to the popular, or very, very popular people. They would tell you at first. So we're going to persevere. Interesting building over there. It's nice to get out. I need to go out every day, get a walk. Like, I don't have a dog, so I just take myself for a walk, but I don't use a lead. So we'll go a little bit further down. I say it's only a little trial run. I think the majority of people again, with the algorithms on YouTube, it's people, for example, you know, they obviously don't know you're live. I mean, how do you get through to a channel like YouTube that has 30 billion views a year and you're on the last page all the time? But if anyone is here, does tell me to like and subscribe, please. Helps the channel. Yes, I went back to from the gimbal 6 to the 3. I had the 3, sent it back, the 6, sent it back, got the 3 again. It just sings so much better. It's a little bit heavier. It doesn't have an extension rod you don't need. And it doesn't play up. Now, this is live video, so excuse me. Never get across this. Yes, I've got to go in there. See the tower there? Interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. Sorry, playing around with the lens a little bit. So I probably won't do the German Christmas market again, because people obviously do not want to see the same thing. Although, as I said, you have very popular vloggers in, well, they are in big cities, to be honest. And oh, it's gone a bit funny here. Not sure what's going on. We don't want that. Go off, please. Yes, and they go round, round and round and round. And I think that one's finished there. Let's have a look. We're trying to sort this out. Sorry, that's live video. It's never going to be perfect. Funny thing is, it's easier live video because it does go immediately onto a YouTube channel, and then within 24 hours it goes onto my own personal YouTube channel, but there's no editing. I mean, unless you've got something quite serious happen, and then obviously you would, you know, you take the video down. But imperfections, which you don't have with pre-recorded, because you obviously edit and do lots of things that you would not see. I mean, I do see videos live. There we go. Thank you. The leaves everywhere. Look at that. I do see videos, and certain things happen, and I think, why don't they take the video down? Because it's not nice to see, but they just leave them up. Perhaps I'm being naive. It's a lovely house here, isn't it? Look at this one here. So anyone going to just tell me if the picture and sound is good? Three viewers. It's so nice to film without any wind whatsoever, so I don't have to worry about the dead cat muffler which I lost. It's so annoying. You notify these companies and you tell them that it doesn't fit, and you know you're going to lose it. And of course, whilst one is filming, you look down and it's gone. You see this water tower here, the other side? Hello there, how are you?
Not bad.
Are you DIY man?
Well,
You're,
sometimes.
say hello. You're on YouTube, sir, live.
Oh,
Take care. Nice houses around here. Isn't it great? Look at these beautiful houses. We're coming up to 30 minutes, so I'm obviously going to switch off. Nobody's going to let me know whether or not the picture and sound were good enough. I'll find out when, as I said, I can find it on the way home because they post it immediately to sort of on YouTube, but it doesn't go to my personal channel probably until late tonight or tomorrow. That's just how it works. But yes, nice houses here. So getting back to, yes, owning a house, it's not the same renting, but you just sort of, you know, you forget, put it at the back of your mind. You don't do things like when I had my bungalow in my first home and a flat. I've owned 3 properties. You know, you go out, you buy carpets and you decorate, and it's a wonderful feeling, and some pictures, but it is something, you know, it's a beautiful flat by the canals. I mean, I have to use my savings to buy my food because it's almost all my allowance, the rent, but it's my choice, and I'm very privileged to live there, but you don't do things as if it were your own, and you know it will never be your own, and you know what I mean if you own your own house. It's just slightly empty feelings. But here we are. I haven't got a clue where I am. Isn't that nice? We get lost together. See what's around the corner. So it's probably going to be a London trip on a Sunday. You could get £26 train ticket with I've got a £30 a year rail card, third off, and I can have unlimited bus and tube and a train, I noticed, for £26. That's amazing. And you get the train from Moore Street 9:12 on a Sunday morning, because you're not going to have all those thousands of people, you know, commuting. You're not going to have the Saturday shoppers. I know the shops close 5 in the evening, 5 or 6 o'clock, but that doesn't matter. And it gets in Waterloo at just after 11, and then you've got, I was going to come back at 7, so you've got 8 hours in London. You don't need an Oyster card because I said it's £26 for the whole package with the unlimited bus and light railway as well, and all the tube. Oh, that's that tower again. It's interesting, isn't it? Some lovely houses up there. Look, that's really nice road, and that is called Stirling Road. Waterworks here, Waterworks Road. If you're from Birmingham, you probably know where I am. Yes, and then I'd probably do Covent Garden and Harrods and come back the same day. When I went to Manchester, as you will know from my videos, they were not very popular. I thought Manchester, first time I'd ever been there, beautiful city. But I did stay out, so it was £80 for the room. But, you know, you're back within 24 hours. It was £150 trip. Had a meal, 2 coffees. It's just outrageous. So I thought, and I miss my memory foam mattress and special pillow and chair because I get a lot of serious back problems. So I thought, well, I'm not going to do that anymore. Just come back the same day. On that Sunday, get the 7 o'clock train back in Wall Street at 9, just after 9. It's a non-stop train, and be home in my flat by 9:30, and probably would have cost under £50. Some nice houses here. It's It's really nice around here. Haven't got a clue where we are. Look. Some really nice houses. I love it. Going to new areas. Yes, so that's the plan. And then I can always go back another day and do the Fortnum and Masons and various other, I mean, London is a wonderful place. I did have a quick look at staying overnight, but you can guess. Ridiculous prices. 150 for just to put your head down for a few hours. I thought that's not worth it. Get the 9 o'clock train, Wall Street, in at 11, 8 hours in London. Come back home before 9:30. Probably cost me, if I have lunch out and coffee, maybe once or twice, £40, £45. That's with the train ticket, £26. That suits me much better. And I know what I wanted to say, yes. Oxford Street. We will go to Oxford Street and have a look at the lights for you. Although, this year, obviously, things are different. I read they are going to be on half the time. 11. They come on at 4 in the afternoon and they will be switched off at 11 in the evening. Sign of the times. Electricity costs. But I thought, they would leave them on a little bit later. Maybe midnight. After all, it is London, but no. So be warned, if you go to London and Oxford Street, they'll come on at 4 when it starts to get dark and then go off at 11 in the evening. Hopefully the picture and sound quality is good for you guys. Interesting area. Quiet. It's really nice. Nice little, I'd be happy with just a little semi like here. You see these? But I would have been happy. But lovely view over there. Let's go over here. Would have cost you. What do you think, Mariner Avenue guys? If you look up, what do you think? Semi, probably 300,000. I'm just guessing, but that's not going to happen with me. Now I'm stuck in rental now, that's it. There's no way I can get out of the rental trap. Look at this. Amazing. You see, you just wander around and I thought, perfect weather. Oh my goodness, how do you get down there? Amazing. Let's go over here on the grass. Look at this reservoir. How do I get here? How did I get here? Isn't that beautiful? Look at this. Come on, that's beautiful, isn't it? Well, one viewer obviously doesn't think so. They've gone. Oh, maybe they've gone to make a cup of tea. How do we get down there? I wonder. Oh, I'd love to. Let's see if we can go around here. It's not private. I'll get arrested. Oh, let's have a look for you. What about the picture and sound? Guys, hope it's fine. Probably down there. No, I think it's somewhere else. Oh, that's a shame. Is there a footpath over there? Come with me, let's get lost. Does this take you, excuse me, does this take you to the reservoir? Oh, this is the footpath. Thank you very much. Thank you. Whoops, sorry. That's amazing. No swimming. Down to 3 again, but we did have 4. We were famous for, was it Andy Warhol said, 15 minutes of fame? I've not had mine yet in my lifetime. I'm too old now, so I suppose I missed that one. Isn't this wonderful? It's unbelievable. I never knew. I mean, this cannot be more than 20 minutes walk away from where I live. And I just came here, as you know, to see the doctor, because it's impossible, well, not see them, give them my new phone number. You can't get in contact with them on the phone. You just phone forever. You are caller number 20 in the queue. Oh my goodness. Difficult times. Look at this. It's not bad, is it? I wonder what it's called. Someone would know. I had food poisoning this year. It was my fault, obviously, idiot. I had an air fryer and I put a chicken in there, whole one, but I didn't turn it over. And I thought, oh well, you know, air fry, it does the whole thing. And obviously the bottom wasn't cooked, and I was so ill. And I phoned. I mean, I thought that was it, to be honest. And I phoned, and I could hardly talk, and then I collapsed on the phone, told them my age and everything else, and I really did think that was it. 9 hours for the ambulance to come. They were lovely, the two people who came there. Really, they stayed forever. They were so lovely. I made them cough. Oh no, they didn't want coffee, but isn't that beautiful? Yes, 9 hours. I had a really sky-high temperature. So what I should have done is turn the chicken over when you have an air fryer. Well, I'm enjoying this walk. I'm getting the benefit of walking. I'm not on the lead. I've never been round here before. I think it's wonderful. I'm completely lost, but I don't care. There isn't any wind whatsoever. Listen, it's a beautiful day. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's about 60 degrees Fahrenheit, even though, as you can see, it's very, very dark and cloudy. And it's only my third live video, and of course it's trying it out. It's putting it out there. It's seeing if people are interested. It's a lovely house up there. Look at that house up there. Let's go. It'll probably jump a little bit, forgive me, but that's what happens with the zoom in. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look. Imagine living there. Hey? Wouldn't that be wonderful? I'm going to pan around as slowly as I can. Oh, we've only got one now, so obviously people are bored. I'm trying my best, guys. I'm trying my best. You know, if I have one viewer and I bring some comfort to one person filming in this world, I'm happy. I remember when I was in lockdown twice. It was a lifeline for me. Vloggers, God bless them, all over the world. I think they saved my life. I watched, and it's comforting. And it's free. And it's a family channel, and I'm not going to do outrageous, stupid things just to get viewers. Look at this, I got 1 million viewers because look at what I did. This is just a beautiful channel. So what is this called?
Edgbaston Reservoir.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice, yeah.
Yeah, I just come from, well, more or less 5 ways. I live by the canals, but I've got to see the doctor at Carris Medical Centre. And I thought,
Know about this place?
no, and I thought Well, I'm vlogging, so I thought I'd just come around. I just carried on walking, you know, and filming, and then I stumbled upon this. It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's better on a sunny day then.
Yeah, yeah, but it's quite warm, isn't it? It's,
Today it is, yeah.
yeah. So, getting back to Carris Medical Centre, where would I go? Do you know where Carris Medical Centre is?
I go there too. I live on the.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Would I go up there?
Oh, you can do. Probably best way to go. Yeah, it's probably to go up there,
Yeah,
and I think it'll be your one's third on your right.
third on
Make
the
sure
right.
It's Harold Road. Yeah.
Harold Road.
And go to the end and
Yeah.
turn left. And
Yeah.
Carris is on the.
Thank you very much. Beautiful dog.
Oh, thank you.
What's his name or her
Simba.
name? What's his name?
Simba.
Simba. We always say he, don't we? But I mean, I don't know why.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone says that, don't they? And I'm always very careful. Aren't you beautiful? Hey, aren't you beautiful? The thing about dogs, I mean, we can learn. I always say we can learn so much from them.
Yeah.
They're so friendly and loyal and devoted,
it.
aren't they?
More than humans.
Yeah, we're so complicated, aren't we? Just take them for a walk, feed them, give them some love.
Yeah, that's all they want, isn't it?
That's all they want.
Yeah.
Mind, that's all I want. See you later.
See you later.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. You're beautiful. Edgbaston Reservoir. Isn't that wonderful?
The Harold Road's the one after the shop.
Yeah, thank you very much for all your help. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. He's lovely, isn't he? Yeah, so that's it. You know, you get out, live on your own totally. You don't, oh, sorry, I think I touched the mic. You don't see anyone. I get 1 or 2 viewers. I get exercise. I get to see people, talk to people. My viewers, but they're not talking to me. And what more could one want? I think it's wonderful. And I'm, as I said, third live video, I'm getting some experience. I'm not worried about the talking, I waffle anyway. And that's it. We'll sign off soon. Some lovely old houses here. If the weather stayed like this, I tell you, for the winter, I'd be happy. Warm, it's sort of moist and almost very slightly humid, but it's just pleasant. And it's just wonderful. Interesting over there, isn't it? Look at that. So I don't know if you said go down there or go up there. I'm so silly. I don't think it's down there. Some graffiti. Look at this here. Look, it's all, well, empty now, demolished. Oh, I'll go up here, doesn't matter. We can't be too far away. And sometimes, I say in lockdown, they saved my life, these people that were vlogging. It was difficult for them, but they were so kind. And I have to say, well, I did London a lot, but the main place, I don't know why. Oh, Toronto, I love Toronto. New York. Lots of vloggers in New York there. You tend to think there's more vloggers than people not vlogging, but still easy to film there. There's someone called what is it? He's called Fernando, but some lovely little houses. He does fantastic videos. Super Friends NYC, and he's really very talented, and he will go live every Saturday night Times Square. It's probably UK time, about 3 in the morning, because I think he gets there about 10 o'clock New York time, so it is a little bit late, but I watch it the next day, as I said, and it's wonderful. Oh, here is the water, the tower, so we should be okay. And when we get to the doctors, I will then say goodbye to my viewers. Hopefully, I'm leaving it up, you know, it's nothing wrong with. If it's come through without any, well, nothing untoward's happened. The video I did yesterday, there was one, well, I'm not going to be derogatory, but he said a swear word twice really loud, so I had to edit it out, obviously. But it wasn't live, so it didn't matter. But with a video like that, for example, I don't know, I mean, I've seen them left up, but I'm not going to do that. I would just take it down. There's no way around it. It does actually go, well, I can stop it going to YouTube and just go to my photo. I suppose that's one way I could do it. You could go to photos. Nice little shop here, look. And I could go to, and then do it that way, but most times you don't get anything. I tell you the thing that really annoys me, that actually makes me very, oh, I did go the right way, I don't usually, indignant, even when I see it on the news. If someone puts their hand on your camera, literally on your phone, and your gimbal, and touches it, and literally some guy tried to do it. It was a young man, of course, last week, but I managed, well, he didn't. He tried to, not the waving or smiling or anything like that. It was just an offensive gesture in front of the camp, but actually holding and taking hold of the camera and gimbal. It's very disconcerting for people vlogging, but that's something that does actually make me very indignant. I could chop their hands off, quite literally. I mean, how dare they? But most of the time, you don't get that. So you see this little road here, look, it's one to let. It's quite, oh, there's lots, isn't there? Yeah, that's a bit of a worry, you know? I mean, they are houses for, look, purple frog, like a terraced houses, old, but it's quiet here, well, at the moment. But there's a lot to let. That's a little bit of a worry, that, I would think. Why? I'm in a flat with a ground, it's got a little balcony, well, it's ground floor, got a little garden area, which is wonderful. It has, which I do love, interesting, it has a few steps away, literally from the canals where the boats moor. So it's very special, but there's only 10 in my block. No, there's 13. 3 on the ground floor and a 10 above. So it's small where I am. And you don't have anyone behind me, underneath me, either side. The only problem is obviously the problem that one can never escape from is you have someone above you, and although it's not like parties or music, it's just that they walk with their on their heels, you know. And I wear the Bose noise cancelling headphones literally 24/7, and I've always worn them in flats. It's a good rule of thumb, because you know, if you want to watch movies, I don't go to bed, I go to bed at 2, get up about 9 or 10. Sometimes go to bed at 3, get up at 9 or 10. The rule of thumb, always have your Bose comfortable light headphones on at all times, and you don't disturb anyone. And that's something I've always done. It's lovely here, isn't it? Oh, we'll go down here. No, I think we can go to this next one. Yes, so you don't disturb anyone, but if you take them off, last night I forgot to plug the headphones in, and I took them off just for 30 minutes, and oh my goodness. As I said, it's a Chinese couple, it wasn't music or loud TV or nothing like it. It was just walking around the ceiling. You thought it was caving in. And I did kind of shout a little bit, but you just... And I'd only taken them off for 30 minutes. They were charging, and I thought, get them back on again. I mean, you know what I mean, guys. If you live in a flat, people above you. I've never done it. I just don't understand it. You don't walk on your heels. You have people. I mean, there's someone above them. They are in the middle, and I am on the ground floor. So, I remember once I did tell someone, just before the first lockdown, how difficult it is. Apparently it's a Chinese student. They're usually, you know, very wonderful neighbours to have. And I never met her, but I sent her a lovely letter after about 6 months saying, please, 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 can you just remember someone lives underneath you, and it does sound like the ceiling's caving in. I would very much appreciate it, and thank you so much for your cooperation. But, you know, you guessed it, yes. Because I sent this very polite letter, she started jumping on the ceiling all the time. Anyway, I'm going to the doctor's. I've spoken to a few people, never see anyone in my flat, so isolated, although I did meet a couple of charming young ladies today. They were waiting for the office to open. They've only just moved in where I live, and they were both student sisters. Very polite. I wish them the very best in their future. But they wanted advice on a few things, and it was so wonderful to talk to someone. And they knocked on my door. I was surprised, and I let them come in. And they're here for 10 months. I think it said they're originally from London. And after they left, I felt so different. You know, I'd actually finally found a couple of people to talk to. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, that's it now, guys. 3rd live video. 2 viewers. Wish you the very best. Take care. Maybe the next time we go live will be in London. See you soon. Bye-bye.